Hi everyone, so today we're going to talk about a 5-minute stretch that you can do for the hip. This is very useful for cyclists and runners, especially for cyclists who go on hill climbing quite a bit. And the reason stretches are really good, one is that you have this sort of motion with cycling, which means you get really tight on hip flexors. And the other one is when you're climbing hills, you're kind of, the back is up sort of towards the hill. And you're doing this and you're putting a lot of pressure on your lower back because you're trying to put power on the pedals. So you end up having lower back pains. And if you basically do these hip exercises, you learn to activate your hip muscles. These muscles are the biggest muscles in the body, and if you learn to use them, you basically can relieve pressure from your lower back and focus on your performance that actually gets you a lot stronger going up the hills. So basically, this is sort of could be seen as an evening exercise. So we're going to be gentle, not a lot of very strong, very hard hip exercises, but it's a starting point, and in future videos we can kind of go on harder exercises. So to begin with, we can use two blocks, and you can use different heights depending on how comfortable you are. This will put a good stretch on your psoas muscles here on hip flexor. So basically, by going forward, you stretch this muscle because you almost never have this type of stretch on a running or cycling exercise. And so you can vary this. You can go higher, you can go lower, you can be on the ground, or if you want to stretch your lower back, you can kind of do this crescent lunge. So that's the start for hip flexor, and then you go to the opposite side, which is this is called half split. And for half split, you can bring your toes up for harder stretch, or you can go down, and you really feel like it's really pulling from your hip. This is a really good hamstring stretch, as well as the hip. So you can bring yourself back, not from the toe, but roll over your heels, and you can really feel the stretch in your hip. Okay, so you can do this multiple times, and just go back and forth. And the easiest thing to do is, go on an inhale and then exhale, and then just simply switch the other leg. You can be gentle on your lower back. Don't stress the lower back too much. But as far as you want to go, stretching from hip flexors. Come back. And do the same thing. Stretch the hamstring, and gradually roll over your heels. As you can see, as you can do this, you start feeling the hip engaging. This is one of those things that really gets your hip woken up, so you're in the middle of cycling or running, you all of a sudden think about your big hip muscles that you can use. Okay, so after this, we can kind of go on our back, given that this is an evening exercise. Just lie down on the ground, bring your hands to your heels, and then go up. The farther you go, the more stretch you feel on your glutes. If you're new to this, you can hold your glutes like this. If not, you can just go as hard as you want. just keep it for a few seconds and then come back. You can do this a few times and you really feel your glutes engaging. This is how you learn to wake up these muscles. Okay, so after doing this a few times, you put one foot in front of the other, sort of a figure four. If you have sensitive hips or knees, you can go down on one side, put this on, create a figure four, and then come back up. So this is, you can kind of play and see, depending on how flexible you are, you should be feeling it here in your glutes. And if this is not enough, you can bring one leg up, keep it 90 degrees and hold right under your hamstring. So this is the second level. I am starting to feel it. It is really stretching here. Or if you want to go even harder, you hold the entire knee like this, and this will bring it up even further. So you can bring it down, go on the bridge again, come down, bring one knee down, put this on top of the other, bring it up, hold your hand straight, and keep it at 90 degrees if you want, or let it angle, or even go high up if you want, both hip and hamstring at the same time. I usually just do this. So after you did this, and you can stay here as long as you feel it's giving you the stretch. Now you come back and you can finish with a simple, what we call windshield wiper. The windshield wiper basically what helps you twisting your lower back, which is really good for flexibility. And then go like this, back and forth. So this is it. This is for today. Thank you. If you like these videos, hit the subscribe button, and there will be more coming. Thank you.